So this is part 2 of the FXTUL M3A, and I've already made this video before, but it was just rubbish. So I think why I'm in the office back at this screen, this is I think one of the last things I showed you the last time was updating the software. I would advise against it because it never worked right again. Or if you wanted to do it, I would plug the thing in. So if I unplug it, which is the plug? Is that one? That's the plug. I'll unplug it, and when you plug it back in, that's it. It comes up with this USB drive. It won't be K on yours. Depends what else you've got plugged in, what other hard drives you've got. You got this folder that comes up, diagnose, or right click, highlight it, right click it, copy and save it. Because I wish I'd done that. It hasn't worked. The live data was okay. I could read the voltage of the battery, not an awful lot much else, which when it stops raining I'll be able to go and get the bike out. I'm not starting it up in the workshop. So I wouldn't bother updating it. You won't get any. I don't think I can read codes now. I'm not sure. I will go and check it. But I think I definitely wish I'd done that, and I should have known better than to just rush it like that. I should have saved this folder. Anyway, but as soon as it dries up, I'll go out to the bike. It's supposed to dry up this afternoon and have a look at that. I have actually done the videos as I've said, but it was just a bit gobbledygook. I wasn't really feeling it that day, so hopefully I can get this part 2 out and then just wrap this up really. If I hadn't deleted this folder, I think it would have been a good tool to have. It read the codes. If there was a code on there that was stored, map sensor the bike must have been plugged in, ignition must have been on with the map sensor unplugged through a code. I was able to see that stored code. Obviously I plugged it back in. I've been riding the bike for 6 months. I don't know, maybe it didn't matter. The ECU was happy anyway. It didn't see it as a problem, so it was a stored code. So this is what more do you need out of a scanner if you want to clear codes, read codes, see what's up. So if I had not, but it may work, and go out, see if it works. Hopefully it will. Maybe it's forgotten. I don't know. And I don't know, I can't find, to be fair, I haven't tried to find, I don't think you'll be able to, the actual software that the unit came with. You'd probably have to just buy another one if it doesn't work. So I've probably bricked it myself, although it does read live data. Well, the voltage anyway, and I noticed it was reading voltage on other sensors, so that's good, but it just wasn't reading codes. It wasn't wanting to know. So that's a bit of a shame, but it's no fault of the tool. So if you need something to read codes, this will be okay. But as I said, hopefully it'll dry up, get the bike out, get it started up, this thing plugged in, see what it does. Right, believe it or not, this is 2 days later. I'm back with the Honda. I need to get the keys. Try not to move too quickly. Screen preview is gone. Where did that go? Back again. Okay. Keys in. I've got a problem with the Honda at the moment. The fork seals are away. Well, this fork seal here is away, so I bought the whole repair kit, bushes, seals, and I've also bought some gaiters. Apparently they block airflow. I can see what they mean now. The block airflow You can see that very well. I'll get a torch. There's my torch. See, the forks are right in front of the radiator on both sides. We'll see how we get on. This is a cold country. It doesn't, and this bike gets used mostly in the winter. It won't matter too much, right? Anyway, it needs fork seals. It's not been ridden for a little while, but it's been done nothing but rain the last few days, so I've not had a chance to get to it. But we're going to have a look at this tool again, just to see. I have to find out a bit of it actually. The drawer. So, that normally happens. I think that's it. That's the other bit. Can I get that back up one-handed? Oh, it's heavy. There we go. Right. Okay, so I will get the seat off, and unfortunately I'll take the side cover off because it's that little connectors behind the side cover. Okay, I'll do that. I'm going to pause this while I'm doing it. And that's us recording again. Look at this. We've got that high resistance again. What is going on with this thing? There's something definitely not right with this motorcycle. Melting, the wire's melting. They're getting overly hot. They're stuck together. What is going on with this bike? Why is it doing this? Does it need a stator or something? That is not helping matters. They're getting so hot, I literally can't. Nah, I need to look into that. Wowzers. Anyway, so I'll get this thing plugged in again. There's the plug. I've done this before in other videos, but this little red plug off without, ouch. Right, I'll get this thing plugged in. I've got all the white sheeting down for the forks. Okay, am I recording? Yes. You see me? You see me? Right, so I've got it plugged in. Goes into the data link. Battery should be okay, hopefully. Won't be too long anyway. I'd be interested to see if it works after me messing up the indicator as well. 4-way flashes are on. Let's see what happens now. Let's go to diagnose. Go to OBD2. Press OK. While that's doing that, I'm just gonna go to. Oh, I don't think I got as far as this before. Yeah, this is what happened. This is what I'm saying. We'll go back again, escape, try protocols, know what that does. Yeah, not happy. That's because I updated the software. Now it doesn't read codes. So never update the software. I'd probably actually have to, it was actually quite useful because it was reading the codes. But I will go back to I want to go back to where it said Honda. So I've just switched the ignition on and back off again. Oh, it's still quite warm. Wow. This is about 7:30 at night because it was just too warm. Right, so press diagnostic again. Then go to Honda. I don't think there's anything in there. Global markets, system selection, quick test. So look, overall, press F1. It's doing something. So maybe that's what I have to do now. I beg your pardon, it is actually doing something. It says I have a fault. It says I have 2 faults. So I beg your pardon, it is working. Just have to go through the Honda. Or did I get this far before? I may have got this far before and it suddenly just didn't do anything, just crashed. Once this is stopped, because it's on 23%, I don't know if you can see that with the glare. I can't see it through the GoPro. But it's only at 23%. I'll come back. I'll just stop this recording and then I'll come back. And while I was waiting for that, well, it's finished now, but I decided just to plug in the battery. I thought I'd better do that. It's been sitting for a while. So it's got 2 faults. So what I do is press OK maybe. Read fault code. Current fault code. Oh, undefined fault code. Please refer to the repair manual. Might have something to do with that. Oh, let's go back. Let's have a look at the stored. Crankshaft position sensor, no signal. Well, I'm going to see if I can clear these codes. Clear fault code. So I take it back, this isn't very... Are you sure? Yes. Clearing fault codes. Successful. Okay, so what I'll do is I will go back and read the fault codes to see. I maybe need to switch it on and off again. Doesn't seem to have deleted. So I'm going back to the current fault code. Set the ignition, yes. Right, okay. So what I'll do again is I will go back and try to clear them again. Clear fault code success. What I'll do is I'll switch the ignition off. Back on again. Let's see if that's... trying to remember where to go. So we went to diagnose, and we went over to Honda. It's okay there. I went to global markets, system selection, and quick test. And overall, maybe I have to wait again. Dropped it. Whew. Scanning. Right, probably have to turn this off again. Yes, it's still finding one code. So one code has been deleted. So turning it back on and off. Right, I'll come back to this again when it's finished. 17%. There's so much glare there. I wish I could get out of this glare maybe. Does that help any? It's just this screen, it's just got shiny. Let's have a look. Preview screen's gone on the GoPro. It's just so... How would I get rid of that glare? Goodness. Anyway, it's on 23%. I'll come back. Turn it off again. So we're finished scanning again. Okay, let's have a look. See if I can put my head between the light. That's not working very well, is it? Goodness me. Get rid of some of that glare. Ridiculous. Made it worse. Right. So we've got one fault code, press OK. Still. F1. Read fault code. Didn't realise we had a stored one. Press F1. Well, so maybe it's that one. Yeah, it's stored the current. Yes, it's the same, the same fault code is there. Okay. So 0000. Well, what did I do there then? I pressed F1, it's not helping. Okay, so let's have a look at live data stream. So what does that do? Normal test. This is the engine start test. Battery voltage. ECT sensor, not sure what that is. Engine speed. Fan control. Fuel pump control. Idle air. Is that idle air? Idle air control valve. Quite a lot of features. Sensor temperature. Voltage injector. Map sensor voltage. Oh. Checks the size stand switch. TP sensor. Wow. Throttle position sensor. VSS, whatever that is. Very good. It's got a lot of different things. An engine start test. Okay. So if I started the engine, it would probably show you these differently. But we'll go back to normal test. Look at battery voltage. It's not allowing me in there. Maybe the engine needs to be running. Not allowing me in there. There we go. Pressed F2. Yeah, I think there's quite a good few features in here. At the end of the day, it's just, I'm not showing you how to use it, I'm just showing you what it does, I'm just reviewing it. Be interesting to see all this in the waveform going across. We need to get this outside to get the engine started. I'll come back to it. It's got to unplug the battery, take the bike outside. Right, let's go to the bike. Get it started up. Oh, it's not happy, is it? Oh no, it's not happy at all. I think the battery must be completely flat. Okay. This is something. Yeah, I think the battery must be completely flat. So what does the voltage drop to? 3.4, yeah, the battery's completely flat. As soon as you put a load on it. Right, I'll have to come back to this. I've got an low oil light on. Flashing, ABS was flashing there. Right, it's a bit more work involved in this, I think. More than just a review of that. Okay, I'll have to charge this and come back and finish having a look at the. It says the current voltage is, yeah, that's what it is. It's a flat battery. It's good because you've got the wave. Cool, you see the bike running. Keep it back, just try and crank it and get it in so that you can actually see if I put myself between it and the light. No happy. Down to 7.5, it's not happy. There's not enough to start it. Okay. Oh well. Part 2 of the mission is aborted. But I will put this video up because we do now know that the tool works. Even with the update, it just worked in a different way. It just worked through a different kind of set of menus. To probably was the set of menus I should have went to in the first place. It probably would have worked that way as well. So tool, I think, is, you know, especially when this doesn't have an OBD2 cable, you've only got the data link. So for a bike like this, for £50, you know, I think it's okay. But I will charge this and get back to finishing the live data. You can imagine what's going to happen. It'll just show you what's going on with the engine running, the voltage, and all the other voltages of all the sensors and all that information, which I don't know an awful lot about, but I suppose it'd be handy if I diagnose them. Right, okay, so we'll have to abort this mission tonight. Preview's gone again, the GoPro, and then come back to the live data. And then we'll have to sort out what's going on here, see if we can get that code cleared, and I may have to buy a stator. That's definitely wrong, isn't it? I need to do some tests on that stator, see what's up. Okay, lots to do, fork seals to do, but it is a winter bike, so as long as I get it finished for the winter, I'll be fine. I can use my other bike just now. Right, okay, stuff to do. I'll catch you guys later, eh?